Hey, again, Max, I decided to make a Heisman talk. We're gonna talk about the Heisman. Eh, One, I want to say, I'm just gonna say the last few. Heisman is for someone with integrity, and I'm gonna look actually up what the official award is. But if I'm correct, it is for literally for um. It is for the outstanding player, the outstanding college football player with whose performance best exhibits the pursuit of excellence with integrity. Winners epitomize great ability combined with diligence, perseverance, and hard work. Um. So here's the thing. As we all know, it kind of the past few years. I wouldn't say officially, always. Um. I mean, past few years, it wouldn't officially, in my opinion, live up to that and always be that way. I mean, but you've seen this early in the years. I can't, I don't know any of these people. I only know looking through it, and it started in 1935, and I can tell you this: the first name I really recognize is Paul Hornog, and I barely know that one. But the one I really know is Raj Starbuck at 63. So I really don't know anyone. And then Sperry at 66, and obviously O.J. Simpson, who I don't know. But then 68, and then Archie Griffin, heard of him. But Herschel Walker, obviously, Bo Jackson, Doug Flutie, all those guys, Barry Sanders. You see, it was given to some people who deserve it. Desmond Howard, but like trying. Reggie Bush vacated. It just says vacated, right next to it. But like, let's just start with 2007. Tim Tebow. What do I say? He's a hard worker. We all know that he would probably never do something wrong. Sam Bradford. Sorry guys. Just in my last video. Well, I don't know if I said, but I was camping. It's cold. It was cold. Not feeling 100% right now at all. Also, high altitude. It was only like 2,000, but if anybody, it was close to 2,000. Here we're like below 500, maybe in like the 200 range. So, going up that high and then having a backpack strapped on your hip and chest, making it hurt. Well, not really hip, but like on your stomach, it's hard to get air. It was hard to cough because Sam Bradford, obviously, he's a good guy. I mean, he does. It's just that he's not good anymore. Mark Ingram Jr. You could tell he worked for that, and I mean, if you look, I mean, he had to deal with a lot though. He could have easily just went on the wrong path. Dad in jail. He only had his mom pretty much raising him for most of his life. He could have easily went down the wrong path. I mean, Cam Newton, the getting paid. I'm biased on that one because I'm an Alabama fan, but still, the thing boy got paid to go. Was going to get paid to go to Mississippi State. The laptop, the BB gun, the stuff at Florida. OG3, I really say maybe that was one of the good ones in the past few. John Manziel, seriously, who do I need to say more? And the guy just was like, yeah, I'm John Manziel. I'm like kind of a big deal, and he kind of Jameis Winston. I'm not gonna go into this. If you want to know more, I'll just give you the basics. Did some stuff that you should never do. Stole. Had an accusation of rape. And then he kind of just got dropped because Well, here's the thing. I'm just gonna say something. Most times when famous people are accused of rape, it's very hard not to. Very hard. They very rarely will get accused because the person will get a lot of backlash for that, and that's what happened. Marcus Mariota. I got nothing to say. I mean, that guy's a good guy. You could tell. So, you could tell. I mean, then there's obviously some of the bad things, but so there's obviously bad guys. But I'm gonna go talk now. Recent winner. I should have said recent winners there. But this is an ESPN poll. They're saying Derrick Henry has all of the They're saying that there's 10 people on this. This was on the 17th, so before this week, but they haven't came out with one. He had 50 points. First place is 5, I guess. Second is 4. Third is 3. Fourth is 2, and fifth is 1. But he had 10, all 10. Baker Mayfield, who I think just got actually injured, which is kind of sad. Ezekiel Elliott, as I said, he said some stuff he shouldn't have said last night or today. I don't know when it was, but he kind of dissed the coaches. Said, yeah, it was their fault we lost, even though he was the one playing. Leonard Fournette, his Heisman stock is dropping significantly. He was averaging like 198 per game in wins, and he's barely even got past that in 3 losses they've had. He has 220, and he's averaging 77. Well, because, Bama is... And in 2 games he had 122 at one point. And that was Bama and Arkansas. Deshaun Watson, he's the 5th guy there. And that's kind of it. Dalvin Cook, I could see the case, but I mean... Problem is just, this is a year a running back is going to win it. Just deal with it, guys. A running back's going to win the Heisman this year. Christian McCaffrey, I think he's leads in all-purpose yards. Corey Coleman, he was up there high at one point. I think he just dropped off, but that's also with Baylor not doing well. Part of the Heisman is if your team's doing well and you're contributing a lot to that, then yes. But if your team's still dropping off, you're not going to stay up there. Because, like Leonard Fournette, you could easily blame those losses because Leonard Fournette wasn't doing that. You could also say Brandon Harris, but Leonard Fournette was not performing and Brandon Harris was not making up for it. Luke Falk, I never heard of him. And Kenyon Reynolds is the 10th. I don't know why he's there. I mean, he should be at least in the top 5. In my opinion, I would probably move him up and put him in the discussion for the Heisman. I mean, how much does this guy have to do? But that kind of last game, he only had 68 yards, but hey, it was against Charleston Southern, and they were leading 28-0 at the end of the first quarter. And 49-0 at the end of the first half. He didn't even play to the halftime, guys. Still had 2 touchdowns, which is great. Awesome. He's had 21 touchdowns on the season to 1,526 yards. Just shy of Fournette's mark. I think he's the lead second. He also... on the other half is not gonna. He hasn't had anything on with him. None of these guys really have. I mean, even though lost to Ole Miss, he had 127 yards. So you cannot pinpoint that loss on him. His first game of the season was 52 yards against Louisiana Monroe. Okay. For some weird reason, anytime we play a weak non-conference opponent, he didn't play that well, actually. I think in those games, he's averaging under 60 on those, maybe 75. But, I mean, before last week. So from Texas A&M game to the Mississippi State game, he was averaging somewhere around like 200 yards per game, and that's because he had 236, 210, and 204. I mean, he's been ramping up production, and then that's it. I mean, you don't really have to worry about something. He just tied Trent Richardson's touchdown mark and only needs like one touchdown to do that, and they play Auburn next. Bear Makefield. Oh, yay. Yeah, my internet's not working. Yeah. Why are you doing this to me, internet? Okay. Sorry about that. I'm on Internet Explorer. If I'm correct, he is injured, I think. I think he got injured. I don't know if he did or not, actually. Let me hear this. But I think he did. I think he has a concussion. I heard that somewhere. I heard that somewhere where he got injured. I don't know how true this is. So so I actually don't know, but so actually let me see. Alright, so I actually don't know. Yes, he left with a hand injury. Yes, he did. Okay, in the first half. So that's why if you look at his stats, they were a little low because of that. But actually, I think he still had he had 127 yards. He was 9 of 20 with 127. I mean, into touchdowns. The people who vote might look at that. Okay, he left, but still 9 for 20 is not good in any case. Anytime you go 9 for 20, you're having a bad day, even if you leave in the first half. And Oklahoma will play Oklahoma State, but Mayfield might not be able to play. Zeke Elliott, already said enough about him. He's a good player, but he only had 33 yards last night and 12 Ks and 1 touchdown. So maybe that's what he's saying. Maybe he wants more. But, I mean, you look at his yards. He had attempts 11 versus 27, 23, 16, 23, 21, 27, 19, 26, 27, and 12. He also wasn't performing well. So, and, some coaches were, he's not doing well, so maybe let's just see if we can get something else with him. Now, some coaches, like in Mississippi State, Derrick Henry wasn't doing well, and in LSU. But they just kept giving it to him because they know he's persistent, stuff. That's what LSU did with Leonard Fournette, and they were just trying to get it going. But they were trying, they gave it to him 12 times. But, I mean, I don't think I could really, those comments, it's going to drop him down with the Heisman voters, especially. But I actually don't know because they don't care about integrity. They haven't shown that lately. Leonard Fournette, again, here's something else. He's a 1,500 yards, but in 10 games, everyone else had 11. But some of his biggest games were against teams like Syracuse, Eastern Michigan. Those were his 2 biggest games of the season. And then he had one against Auburn. Auburn, guys, oh my God. Because Auburn can definitely stop the run. Auburn's the greatest team in the nation. And if you think I'm joking, heck yeah, I'm joking. Because Auburn's not going to get anywhere. They're not. But, I mean, you can, and then here's the thing, but you can easily contribute the losses on him. 31 yards against Alabama, 91 against Arkansas, and 108 against Ole Miss. Those losses are pinned on him and no one else. And Brandon Harris. Deshaun Watson, good every game. His passing rating is hovering around when, is my question, this season. His rating is 100 passing rating, QB rating. I don't even know exactly what even that measure is. Okay, guys, don't care. But that's 161. Against NC State, he added 238. Oh my gosh. Alright. No, that was his rating. His QBR now. Maybe let me go on QBR. I don't know the rating, but QBR, I would say probably 85 around there, but so I don't know. Dalvin Cook, he has 1,475 yards in the season. In the losses, you could maybe say, hey, maybe it was Dalvin Cook's fault in Georgia Tech loss. He only had 82 yards. Now, Clemson, you could say, no, it's not his fault that they lost to Clemson. Seriously, internet, please work on me. Probably because I had 20 tabs. I had 10 plus tabs open. But he had 194 yards in that loss, and it was 13. Do not pinpoint it, but I think he's also been sloping down a bit. Christian McCaffrey in Stanford to win. Let me see. I mean, I could pinpoint the Northwestern loss on him. You could make a claim against Oregon, but no, Oregon was not. They fought hard, and that was a close game. But I heard somewhere he led with an all-purpose. He was maybe the guy, but Corey Coleman stats. He's a receiver, so there's literally 7 running backs I think on it. Two QBs and stuff, and one receiver him. Last season I think was a lot more diverse, I would put it that way. He's had some good games, but you can easily pinpoint the Oklahoma loss on him. 51 yards. But let's remember, against Kansas State, he had 216 yards. Okay, maybe, but he hasn't had his regular QB. Has he had his regular QB? No. I don't want to say his wrong name, but the Baylor QB, because I'm not saying any wrong name here. Sean, you know what? Sean Mather or something like that. He hasn't had him, but that's kind of, if you're a good enough QB, you could receiver, you could easily just adjust without it. You could easily adjust. I mean, he's only had one 200-yard game, and then he almost had one against. But that's the thing. But early in the season, sorry, man, I should really look at the teams before I go say stuff, because SMU guys, I think they had 2 or one or 2 wins this season. Beautiful, amazing team. I mean, at least they're not bad. Kansas, who he only had one. But let you never the Big 12 guys, because they're the Big 12. We schedule really weak non-conference opponents, and wonder why we don't get into the college football playoffs. But SMU, 5 yards, 178. Lamar, 6. 182 and Vice 6 for 100. Pretty good, I mean, but he was in the first 2 he averaged 30 plus yards per game, and he's kind of sloping off the last few games. In the last 4, 85, 216, 51, 77. He needs to start that's why he's falling. He used to be number 4. Luke Falk, I can't really say much. One, as I said, I knew it when I went over the FCS stuff at the end of that. I knew Portland State played Washington State. I knew it. Yeah, I don't know why he seems so happy about that. But he's a QB, as we all seen. His average is a lot less than Deshaun Watson. He's not getting up. Kenyon Watson. I'm not going to talk about his drastic stats. I think for the season, he only has 652 yards. If you honestly don't believe me, look up Kenyon Reynolds. Not Washington, Kenyon Reynolds. Sorry about that. Please don't come after me, Navy fans. I'm so sorry. Okay? Please actually don't. Okay, I'm sorry. Very sorry. Very sorry. Okay? 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 But, 652 yards on 5 attempts, which I... Because Navy's plays is run to the outside with Keon, or run to the outside, pitches it to the running back, or hands it off to the running back, or no, that was it. But that's only happened 68 times this season. So I would probably put him in the class as he is gonna win the high. He's like an all-time QB running back. Yes, I know this. I'm gonna ignore the phone. My brother can deal with that. But the fun thing is, I know this, but the halfback kind of used to be the QB. He used to run it and throw it. That's what his job was, and that's what he used to do. And the QB was just an extra blocker then. But really, let's look at his rushing stats. He didn't start off well, 21. On this season, I don't know how many yards he has, because it does not give me rushing totals for the season. It does not, which I can get. Oh wait, yeah, I can. Give me a sec. He has 1,000 yards on the season, but he's also QB. So if you total in his factor yards, he has 1,600. Kind of low, but Navy's been winning. Navy has one loss to Notre Dame. Oh, wow, he's only 5. No wonder they run that type of offense. He's 5'11". So I'm about to have to go off, but really, he has one tackle, guys. Oh my gosh. I really should look at this more often. Wow, we can name him. Can we classify him as a defensive player too? What? But he has 200 attempts on the season. What did I just do? Alright. Clicking stuff, guys. That's all I do. He's averaging 5 yards per carry, pretty much. 18 touchdowns, pretty good. He's also broken who's his name? Monte Ball's record. 81. I think he's going to a new record almost close to that. I actually don't know. But I would put him 4 or 3 in mine, okay? That's what I would put him. I'm going to name my top 3. Who's should be in New York? Derrick Henry. Give me a sec. I actually need to see who they have in there because I'm forgetful. I would have Derrick Henry, Kenyon Reynolds, Derrick Henry winning it. Maybe Leonard Fournette there. Deshaun Watson. But I would have Kenyon Reynolds up there. I would only have 4 going. Derek winning it. Kenyon maybe being runner-up. But who knows. Fournette up and Deshaun up. Another thing about Kenyon is he goes to Navy, so you know there's... For him to go to the school alone, he has integrity. And he's a good character, so you know that is. And then it's been reinforced at Navy. And he's done this when he's learning also how to defend this nation. He's done that. So, there'll probably times when he's going right from class to training, then to practice. Listen, Derrick Henry and all the others in this list just go have classes, practice, study hall. Kenyon Reynolds has a lot to balance, and we know for a fact that he is a good character because how else would he get into Navy? Bye.